Hello everybody, Spinning94 here, and today we're bringing you a battle with me and Pokemon Master versus Iceberg and Grayson in a team battle. Ignore what it says up there for free-for-alls. But anyway, this battle me and Pokemon Master show off a little bit of an interesting combo we wanted to try out. This was the first battle we had on our stream, so we were wondering if this would work. We should have done this more often, because it kind of did, so that's why I'm uploading this video. As I say, it's an interesting little combo. I'm sure you'll pick it up quite quickly. Anyway, so first turn I decided to go for the Mat Block here, because I know I'm the fastest thing on the field with Greninja's awesome speed. So Mat Block basically stops any proper attacks coming in. I can't block Toxic and Will-O-Wisp, but I've just got to hope none of them come my way. So thanks to that, Mat Block manages to block both of these, as Credilli manages to get up a stockpile, which is awesome. So it's a +1 defense now, so it is quite nice and bulky, so at least it's not going to get one shot here. So I do decide to go for a Surf, and Surf activates Credilli's Storm Drain, giving it a special attack increase. So basically we're just powering this Credilli up here, as I can manage to hit this Magmortar for super effective and get super effective on this Twilight. Doesn't do too much damage, which is a shame, but unfortunately I do get hit with a Psychic here, obviously thinking I'd still be the fighting type. So at least Protean you can use defensively and offensively. I can see why Greninja got banned now. So Earthquake's not going to do too much to me, and that's a critical hit in Credilli in that, and that, let's be fair, that did nothing at this point. So Stockpile is going to do its thing there, so Credilli is really nice and bulky, so it's, you know, at this point it is a +2 stockpile, so it is a really good stage. It's not going to get killed easily. So I'm just going to go for the Dark Bolt straight away to try and cause damage to this Twilight here, and I do actually manage to kill this thing. It's not often you see Miss Magiuses, or however you pronounce it. I'm just going to call them Miss Maggies like Hayden does. But yeah, when you see them, they tend to do a lot of good work, so they're a Pokemon you definitely don't want to underestimate, so it's awesome to see one of them. So Credilli's finally at its third stockpile now, so this thing is nice and bulky. This thing is insanely bulky at this point. So at least it's not going to go down easy at all. So in comes Charizard here, and this is where we have a bit of a problem here. We do unfortunately have to deal with basically this thing being an absolute menace here. So as I say, sorry for the mouse cursor in the way as well. I've just noticed the mouse cursor on the Charizard. Sorry, I really need to get in the habit of getting rid of those things. So anyway, Storm Drain's going to activate again. I'm going to go straight for a Surf, and I managed to do quite a nice little bit of damage to everything here. As Charizard goes for a Slash, not a move I'd recommend on Charizard. If you want the critical hit chance, I'd definitely go for Dragon Claw. So Earthquake is finally going to kill off my Greninja here. Greninja's kind of done its job. It's blocked, so Credilli can get nice and set up there. So that has fortunately done its job. So Giga Drain's going to finally hit this Magmortar, kill it off, get a little bit of HP back. Critical hit didn't really matter. As I said, it lists these things as +2 with special attack now and +3 defense. This Credilli is nice and set up. It's not going to go down easy at all. So at least we used all this time to bulk this thing up fantastically. So I am going to bring in my Swallow here, and Swallow is just going to go straight for the Protect. It's not going to try anything fancy here. I want to get my burn, I want to get my Guts boost. So Houndoom is going to Mega Evolve here. Mega Houndoom, very rare Mega actually, because it gets outclassed by a load of other Megas, but it's still a damn good Pokemon. It still hits like a truck. I mean, if you can get it into the sun for whatever reason, Solar Power, you're like, oh, it'll wreck face. I've seen these things do nasty stuff. So Dark Pulse is just going to try and chip away this Credilli, hoping for that crit. That doesn't really do anything, as Toxic is going to hit up the Charizard here. It's going to whittle it down, because as I say, Giga Drain is kind of the recovery move for Credilli, as Toxic deals with pretty much everything else. The only thing that bulks this thing out, unfortunately, is anything that's poison that can set up, so that is a weakness of this set. But besides that, it can pretty much take on anything. So Swallow's going to use Facade here, kaboom, take out that Charizard for good. At least that thing's out the way and not as much of a threat now. So Houndoom is going to Fire Blast, and that is going to land on Swallow, and Swallow is frail as out. Frail, you know, it's just a basic glass cannon. Kaboom, dead. Goodbye, birdie. Just shot from the sky. So we're trying to do some damage on this Houndoom here, but even a +2 with Credilli's Giga Drain isn't going to do too much to Houndoom. It must have halfway decent special defense, or maybe some special defense EVs or something like that, because that did absolutely nothing. So I'm going to go into Goo Goo here, which is my special defense wall, but unfortunately out comes this Embo here, and I'm like, oh, this is a massive me problem, this is going to cause me trouble. So Houndoom does go for the Shadow Ball on Credilli. That does nothing, but it does get the special defense drop, which could matter in this long run, as I decide just to go straight for a Draco. Meteor, I'm just going to drop that Draco and absolutely hit up this Embo, but look at this. My god, that only does half. Embo is really health bulky, and Iron Head's going to hit Credilli, and that's super effective damage, and that still doesn't do nothing. So more Giga Drain from the Embo here, as we're just trying to weaken it up, and at least with something when massive HP comes in, Credilli is just going to enjoy sapping the health away from it. It's a shame Credilli doesn't get Leech Seed, or if it does, maybe Leech Seed on the set would be quite good, but I don't think it does, even though it's a grass type. So Dark Bolt is going to hit up Goo Goo. That's not going to do too much, as I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt here, and wow, look at the minimum damage from there. It does absolutely nothing to this thing. Maybe this thing's assault vested or something. So it is going to drop its speed. That's not going to do that too much, as Toxic is going to hit up this Houndoom, and we're eventually going to kill this thing. At the minute, we're just having it's a bit of a whittling away a battle, but the main thing is, as you see at the start, you saw how well that Matblock Credilli combo set up well. I suppose you could do the same with a Gastrodon as well. You could do the same with an MVP. So that's pretty interesting to see. As I say, if you people have any strategies like this and want to submit them to the channel, I'll happily do a video on them. So it'll be quite interesting to see. So Draco Meat is going to hit that Emboar up, and it finally faints, because I knew Gugu's not going to last for long, so I didn't mind all the special attack drops now, as Giga Drain is going to do quite a bit to that Houndoom this time. That wasn't a critical hit. Maybe we got a low roll before, but at least now, after the Toxic's done its thing, Giga Drain has managed to pick up a couple of extra damage points. So at least we know this Houndoom's going down next turn to Toxic, but unfortunately Gugu is going to die with it. So a Shadow Ball is going to hit me in the face, and I'm going to go straight down. I'm out of the game at this point, but it's just down to this Credilli, but I'm pretty confident the way it's set up now. Credilli is just going to start wrecking some face. So I'm going to speed up this battle here. But anyway, hopefully I'll remember to link Pokemaster's channel in the description below. Go and check him out. He's not on too many subs at the minute, but let's get him up to 10. Let's get him up to 10. Come on, people. He did a really good battle there. It was awesome battling with him, and we need to we need to help our Pokemon community out. As I say, give everyone boosts and all that good stuff. As I say, I've enjoyed battling on the streams, just building a little community. I'd say I've got one now, and say it's awesome people rocking up to the streams and all that. So yeah, thank you all for that. So Magic Room, I have no idea what Magic Room does actually. All items lose their effects. Oh, that's pretty decent. That can stop Lefty's recovery and that kind of shenanigans. That's an interesting move to put on Delphox. I must admit, didn't see that. But unfortunately, Credilli is just too bulky for you at this point. As a Fire Blast, he really needs the crit, but it doesn't get one. Luckily, Credilli bulks everything out. And that is the game. So thank you for watching, everybody. This has been Spinner94, bringing you another team battle. And of course, as ever, hoping you all have a great day.